Okay, so I'm making a pad thai video because I think I make a pretty good pad thai. And there's two schools of thought when it comes to, oh, I make a good pad thai. A, I recognize it's good. Now this is my identity. I want nobody else to have it but me. I make the best pad thai. Or B, I'm sick of making pad thai. Why doesn't somebody else make pad thai? How come your pad thai sucks so much? But I will never tell you to your face, because I'll just eat it and not say anything but make this little video. So, also, another reason why I'm making pad thai video is because people screw up all the time. That's why the theme is don't be a fool pad thai. They buy, and I'm sick of this, the stuff from like Whole Foods or Trader Joe's that's like in the freezer aisle. It's like make your own pad thai kit. Or there's like these pad thais in a package from Trader Joe's and it costs $8 and it only gives you this many noodles and it's just sauce. And I'm just letting you know, you can do it for $3. These are the things. Primary ingredients. This $1.49. You got to go to a real Asian grocery though. And then there's pad thai sauce. It's like $3 for this whole thing, which will make you pad thai for a year. And this would probably make at least 2 giant pans, this many noodles. So, this is your new pad thai kit. To get it, you have to go to a real Asian grocery store. Don't screw around. You will not find these things. You might find these things at Safeway, but you'll have a hard time. It'll suck. And this, now, this is not the authentic pad thai video. I'm using this because it's easy. If you want to really make your own pad thai sauce, it will involve using a real food processor, boiling up a sauce of tamarind base, and grinding up shrimp. That's not easy. That's not easy. That's for a whole other video. You can click on that. They'll probably talk and Thai the whole time. Now, how we prepare these noodles first, and why it's important to watch this video rather than just boil noodles and then throw on sauce, is because we don't boil the noodles. We soak them in warm water. And you can just go ahead and soak your noodle. So this is about half of this package. Okay, half of this package. Open it up, soak it in hot water while you do all this prep work. That should be like 15 minutes. It'll be plenty soft. And there's water and there's moisture, it's okay. Next, I talk about tofu. I'm going to separate this situation up into mostly fried, a little bit more fried, and garnish. And in the category of mostly fried, tofu and meat, obviously, and eggs is the mostly fried. Also, garlic and crushed peanuts, also mostly fried. A word about tofu. Don't use this. You see this? This is what they sell you at Whole Foods and Trader Joe's. Don't do it. They call it silken tofu. You put it in your miso soup. It's for babies. It's for people without teeth. Not for frying. This is frying. Fried soybean curd. You're not going to get it at any of those American stores. But you'll get it at any place that sells this stuff. Technically, you can fry that stuff, but it's very hard. Just like processing dried shrimp and making tamarind sauce. Just buy this stuff, it's very easy. It comes out in little blocks. You slice it like this, and then you can slice it again. You want to make it into like this. Plenty. That takes no time. And I've already prepped this all. Now, I'll just get this going. Wait. A big pan, doesn't have to be a straight up wok, but you use a big pan. Canola oil. Don't be a fool and use olive oil. That's wrong. It makes no sense. Or don't be a fool and use, what do you call it? That, this oil. Everybody wants to use because it's like Asian. It's good and all, but it's not for pad thai. It's sesame oil. No, not for pad thai. It's good, but not for pad thai. Canola oil. Just be normal. Don't freak out. So, put in a nice helping oil. And then there's this whole garlic business. Now, if you want to be like a good normal person, you would crush it in this thing. Or you can buy it crushed, that's easy. And then there's the peanuts, which are hard to find crushed. So you will find yourself having to crush them anyway. Probably in one of these. But if you don't have one of these, don't be ashamed to use a plastic bag and a mug. That works too. So, first thing, I'll go ahead and fry the tofu. Just throw them in. I have the heat maybe on medium. And eggs is good. People like to throw in eggs. You don't have to scramble them right away. We can bring the camera closer so we can look at this situation here. The thing is, you have to fry the eggs now. It's good to fry the eggs now because if you fry them later, it gets the noodles all soggy. So while there's all this oil, for this much, I'll just put in 2 eggs because I have a lot of other things to put in it. But it depends how vegetarian you want to be about things. If you're really vegetarian, you might want to put more eggs in there. And if you had meat, you would put it in now. In fact, you would put in the meat first. But I have vegetarian meat. And if you're going to use vegetarian meat, don't use stuff from an American store. That would be weird too, because it's just, the taste isn't right. This is also from Asian grocery store. Only really nice ones have it. I'll fry that in there too. Already the pan is too full. I've screwed up. Oh well. We have garlic and these things. It's crushed nuts. I think that it's good to put them in now too. You want to leave some for garnish later, but it's nice to have them toasted. So we toast half of them. And the garlic, obviously you don't want that as garnish. Try that. So those are the ingredients. I'll call it mostly fried. Now the noodles. Well, I'll go ahead and toss this around a little bit. I screwed up with this. This is too much meat. This won't work. So there's nothing going on now. No sauces, just frying. This should actually be fried a little bit more. But I don't know how long your attention span is, or how long this video will go. So we're just moving on, because these got to fry for a while too. So putting them in there. That was, if you remember, about half of a package of this. Now the pad thai sauce. Easy. I'm just eyeballing it so it looks saucy. You can add more later, but that looks saucy. It's not going to be drowning it. Next, because my pan is full, I'm using chopsticks to toss it, because you want the sauce to get all the way in the noodles, and it's hard to do that with just a spatula. That's too hard. And you end up making a mess. So I'm just going to let this fry for a while I talk about the vegetable situation. I would say these are the main vegetables. Really main is the green onion. You don't want to screw around with any other kind of onion. It's just not right. It's not right. That's the difference between pad thai and lo mein. And while I'm here, I'm going to talk about all these other things. These are other sauces you might be familiar with that are going to go in the pad thai sauce. But you don't put them in now. If you put this in now, it will be horrible. Your whole house will stink. And you will never want to do this again. This might make your eyes burn. Don't fry it, but they're good later. Surprisingly, of these 3 sauces, which one is okay and which 2 are no-nos? I'll tell you. Sometimes people think that they have all these Asian ingredients, so they're just going to throw it in there and make up their own thing. But oyster sauce is a bad idea. It's a good idea for other things, but not for pad thai. Hoisin sauce is a bad idea. Crazy. Tomato, actually, ketchup. If you're in a bad way, you're in a rural part of this world with no Asian grocery. Ketchup and fish sauce and some sugar, you can fake it. You can try it. It's permissible because that's what we did growing up. Okay, I'll keep talking for a little bit about these vegetables. These are absolute no-nos. Don't screw around with this ever. It makes no sense. Potato, peppers, onions, tomatoes. Tomatoes is in here, but not like this. Don't ever do that. That's like something else. Broccoli, carrots. I tell you what. You might say, oh, I was at a Thai restaurant and they put broccoli in it. But they were screwing with you. They were making fun of you. It's not right. Nope, no celery. Asian vegetables. You might think, okay, I'm going to throw in my Asian vegetables. Don't do it. Mushrooms make no sense. Bok choy makes no sense. No sense. I know sometimes people are like, oh, I want to get rid of all the vegetables. That's what I want to do.